everyone, imagine waking up one day, turning on the tap, and coming to know that nothing is coming out. No water to drink, no water to cook, no water to even flush out. Well, according to the World Bank, ladies and gentlemen, this is the reality of 2.2 billion people all across the world. Yes, almost 2 billion people worldwide have no access to even drinking water. This makes up 25% of the world not having access to clean water. We do not realize this, but the world is running out of water faster than we think, and this needs to be addressed right now. According to the World Economic Forum, by 2030, 1.6 billion people will be left without any access to safe drinking water. In fact, according to Al Jazeera in Yemen, almost 70% of people lack access to fresh drinking water. And India, the situation is alarming as well. Friends, water crisis is not something that is mentioned in our textbooks anymore. It is a reality, and we need to do something about this because this is alarming. This is not just a national crisis anymore. It is a global issue. Africa's Democratic Republic of Congo holds half of the entire continent's water, but the rest of the continent remains with scarcity of water. And this is not just in Africa or in the Middle East. In fact, in India, according to Niti Aayog, India has 17% of the world population, but only 4% of the world's fresh water. So if you look at the ratio, you know how shocking the situation is. According to Stockholm Institute of Water, 12% Indians lack access to safe drinking water. Our rivers are either dried up or they are polluted. We have seen a short water crisis every year in India. For example, we saw the Bangalore water crisis or the polluted Yamuna river as well. In India, almost 45,000 gallons of household water is leaked every year. China and India hold 36% of the world's population, but we together only have 11% of fresh water. And if we compare this with North America, they only have 5% of the world's population, yet they hold 52% of the world's fresh water. So don't you think this ratio needs to be changed? Every person in our world needs to have access to fresh drinking water. Apart from that, we also have climate change that is aggravating the situation even more. We have droughts and we have erratic monsoons, and this is just adding on to our problems. So, what is the solution for fresh drinking water? Bathing instead of buckets, instead of showers, and saving every drop of water? Well, that is just theory. If we look pragmatically, we need to take even more serious steps in order to save water. We need to learn from different countries. For example, UAE. UAE is a desert, and on top of that, it is located on a coastal region. Despite that, UAE desalinates seawater and makes it potable. Today, most of the country's drinkable water is recycled in desalination plants. That accounts for almost 14% of the world's total production of desalinated water. Israel produces 85% of the country's drinkable water via desalination of water. Our government also needs to put up desalination plants. We have a 7,000 kilometers coastline, and we do not have enough groundwater, and all our rivers are polluted and dried up. So we can take advantage of our long coastline. So just like the way the government is investing money in infra, roads and everything, the government should also invest money in order to desalinate water and to make it more potable. But in order to do that, we need money. According to Business Standard, India needs $240 billion to achieve the goal of getting access to clean water by 2030. Well, how can the government do this? The government can raise water bonds. So we as citizens can invest some money so that the government can help us by making free water more accessible. The next thing we should do is state-wise water budgeting. The government should implement annual water budgets for each state to regulate water usage and conserve efforts effectively. We need action. Friends, the government should introduce a water penalty so that the citizens of India and Indian industries who waste water will be more mindful about using water. I again told you the concept of water bonds. The government can come up with water bonds in so that it can invest that money to open desalination plants all across our coast. Just like the way the government incentivizes companies to set up wastewater plants, the government should also incentivize companies to set up water treatment plants, and we can come up with alternate sources to hunt for water. So instead of giving free money to poor people in the form of freebies, we can actually use this money to make clean water more accessible, not only to those poor people but also to each and every citizen of India. This will not only make water more portable and accessible, but it will also generate more jobs for the people in our country. And as individuals, obviously, we have to change our habits. Change starts from one drop of water and then the entire ocean. And there is this saying that every drop counts. So we need to collectively take measures in order to save water. So I hope you liked the video. Thank you.